Hi everyone, my name is Braden. This is Airless Quill 9, and in today's video, we are going to take a look at Epic Boon Feats. Now, some of you may be asking why this video is coming out before any of the general feat videos, and that is because I've decided to split the general feats into three separate videos because there are quite a few of them. I believe there are 43 general feats. So I didn't want to split those videos between multiple weeks. So I'm releasing this video today, and next week will be three videos entirely about general feats. So you'll get all the general feats in a single week. So that is just a scheduling thing that I had to decide. Um, so today's video is going to be on Epic Boon Feat. Epic Boon Feats are a feat option that you can take once you reach level 19. Every class gets a Epic Boon feature that tells them, hey, you can take a Epic Boon, or if you want to, you can take any other feat that you qualify for. You're going to want to take an Epic Boon feat because they are a lot more powerful than any other general feats or origin feats. So, there are 12 of them to choose from. Each class has a suggestion, but you may want to look at all of them to see which options will fit your character the most. So the first one we are going to talk about is the Boon of Combat Prowess. Now, every um, epic boon gets an ability score increase. It does vary which ability scores you can increase. I will go into it. And then you get some extra benefits with every epic boon. So the Boon of Combat Prowess, you get an ability score increase. You increase one ability score of your choice by one to a maximum of 30. Epic Boon feats are the only type of feat that will increase your ability scores over 20. So keep that in mind if you're wanting higher ability scores. This will help going past level uh, 20 if you do play a campaign that goes level beyond. Um, be able to take epic boons at certain XP milestones. So keep that in mind. The second benefit that you get from the Boon of Combat Prowess is called Peerless Aim. When you miss with an attack roll, you can hit instead. Uh, Once you use this benefit, you can't use it again until the start of your next turn. So the Boon of Combat Prowess is pretty decent. Once per turn, basically, you can just decide to hit if you miss an attack roll. This is not limited just to melee attack rolls. Also be with spell attack rolls or any other type of attack roll that you might make. So this is a decent epic boon feat option for any class to take. So you can increase ability score or any other ability that you want to, and make sure that you hit every turn with your attacks, uh, so that you're not wasting them. It's pretty decent. So yeah, the Boon of Combat Prowess is a very good option for you. The Boon of Dimensional Travel provides an ability score increase. You increase one ability score of your choice by one to a maximum of 30. And then the second benefit that you get is Blink Steps. Immediately after you take the attack action or the magic action, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. Yeah. So this epic boon feat is very good for characters who want to make sure that they stay in combat or out of combat. Um, it does not waste any resources to use the teleport, which is very, very good. And you can do it whenever you take the attack action or magic action, so it doesn't matter what class you're playing, as long as you make some sort of action that's either an attack or a magic one, you can teleport up to 30 feet. And potentially, you could also do this when you do a bonus action spell too, because that's considered a magic action, I believe. So yeah, you could get a lot of opportunities to teleport, and yeah, this is going to be a good option for anyone who wants to be able to move across the battlefield, stay out of combat, stay in combat, and you're going to get a lot of mileage out of this if this is what you want to do. Now, the Boon of Energy Resistance is another Epic Boon feat option. You get three benefits. The first one is an ability score increase to any ability score of your choice by one to a maximum of 30. The second one is energy resistances. Gain resistance to two of the following damage types of your choice: acid, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, radiant, or thunder. And whenever you finish a long rest, you can change your choices. So a lot, so some nice variety there, a lot of options, and the ability to switch them up so you can plan around encounters, which is pretty nice. And then the last benefit of this is called energy redirection. When you take damage of one of the types chosen for the benefit, you can take a reaction to direct damage of the same type towards another creature that you can 60 feet yourself that isn't behind total cover. If you do so, that creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, DC 8 plus your constitution modifier and proficiency bonus, or take damage equal to 2d12 plus your constitution modifier. A decent amount of damage. Cool that it scales off your constitution modifier. However, it is a save or suck reaction, and it does take a reaction to do so. You're not going to want to use this reaction against creatures that you know are immune to the damage type that you just reflected. So you might not be able to use it that option, but really, I think the main power in this Epic Boon feat is the energy that you can out every long rest. So yeah, you're definitely gonna get some mileage out of this. Um, just the the amount that you're gonna be able to get out will vary depending on the camp you're playing, but it is a really decent option in my opinion. The Boon of Fate. You gain two benefits from this. The first is ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by one to a max of 30. Second benefit is called Improve Fate. When you or another creature within 60 feet of you succeeds on or fails a d20 test, you can roll 2d4 and apply the total rolled as a bonus or penalty to the d20 roll. Once you use this benefit, you can't use it again until you roll initiative or finish a short or long rest. So, this is a really decent epic boon option. Improve Fate, you're going to be able to a decent amount, especially considering it's whenever you roll initiative or finish a short or long rest. So you're going to be able to use it during combat encounters and during social encounters very often. So this is a very, very cool um, option here. And it's when you succeed or fail, or when you or another creature succeeds or fails on a d20 test, and then you can choose whether or not the 2d4 is a bonus or penalty. So there's a whole lot of application here. This is a very, very decent feat. 2d4 is going to be a pretty big bonus or penalty. It's going to be a decent one depending on how good you roll. Up to 8, pretty cool, and at least 2 if you don't roll. But yeah, some that's a pretty cool feat. The Boon of Fortitude. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by one to a maximum of 30. Fortified health. Your hit point maximum increases by 40. In addition, whenever you regain hit points, you can regain additional hit points equal to your constitution modifier. Once you've regained these additional hit points, you can't do so again until you start of your next turn. This is a very good epic boon feat for barbarians. Definitely. Plus 40 hit points and additional healing once per turn. And you're going to have a pretty decent constitution modifier once you get to 20. Because get an extra plus 4 to 4. So you're going to get some pretty good mileage out of this if you're playing a barbarian, and potentially if you're playing a different class, the 40 extra hit points is a lot, and you're still going to get uh, some usage out of the additional hit points that you regain per turn because you're going to have some Constitution modifier. The second part of that is just going to vary depending on how high that is. So barbarians are going to get a lot of benefits out of this. Other classes will get benefits out of this, but it will vary depending on what kind of modifier you have. But you can't go wrong. 40 extra hit points and ability score increase and additional healing once. Um, yeah, pretty decent feat. Pretty decent. Uh, gonna get some mileage out of this for sure. The Boon of Irresistible Offense. So there are 3 benefits for this. Ability score increase your dexterity or your strength or dexterity score by 1 to a maximum of 30. So definitely a option for martial characters. Overcome defenses. The bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage you deal always ignores resistance. We don't yet know how often that will come into play. Because we haven't seen any monster manual. At least, yeah, the revised version that's coming out next year. So I suspect this will be have some importance if they've included it in here. It's at least important for current monsters because there are quite a few that have resistance to these damage types some way or another. So you will get some mileage out of that. And then the third benefit of this is called Overwhelming Strike. When you roll a 20 on the d20 for an attack roll, so when you crit, you can deal extra damage to the target equal to the ability score increased with this feat. The extra damage's type is the same as the attack's type. So whenever you crit on an attack, you have the potential of dealing at least, well, most likely you're going to have a 20 um, to your ability score uh, when you get access to this epic boon. So the increase will probably make it 21. So you're at least dealing an extra 20 damage every time you crit, which is really good. This is the boon of irresistible offense. You're gonna be getting some very good benefits out of this. Definitely a great option if you're playing a more character. Great for barbarians, great for fighters, great for paladins, rangers. You could even pick this up as a rogue, or even a monk would gain some great abilities out of this. Especially the overcome defense is especially good for monks because of the change to because uh they no longer their attacks no longer count as magical. They can just choose to deal force damage with it instead. So being able to overcome those resistances could be pretty good um, in that situation. So yeah, a really good epic boon option for the Boon of Recovery. This boon has 3 benefits to it as well. You increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Last Stand. When you would be reduced to 0 hit points, you can drop to 1 hit point instead and regain a number of hit points equal to half your hit point maximum. Once you use this benefit, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. That is very good. Recover Vitality. You have a pool of 10 d10s. As a bonus action, you can expend dice from the pool, roll those dice, and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll's total. Regain all the expended dice when you finish a long rest. So, if you get targeted a lot, you're this is definitely an epic boon feat to pick up. Uh, you're going to be able to get up if someone drops you 0 hit points and gain a number of hit points. You get a half your hit point maximum. This is going to be crazy depending on how many hit points you have. Insanely good for barbarians and fighters, paladins, rangers. Um, yeah, this could even be really good for monks. And bonus as a bonus action, you can spend dice from a pool of 10d10s and just regain hit points if you're getting beat up a lot. So yeah, this the boon of recovery is just going to make sure that you stay in combat and you're not going to go down. Uh, yeah, this is a pretty decent feat. Very good epic boon. The Boon of Skill. This has three benefits to it. The first is ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by one to a maximum of 30. All around adept, you gain proficiency in all skills and expertise. Choose one skill in which you lack expertise, you gain expertise in that skill. You are probably not going to want to pick this up if you already have a lot of skill, proficiency. Um, or you this would gain the most use um as an option for characters that don't have a lot of skill proficiencies. Then you gain proficiency in all of them. Or if you're just wanting to round out your options, get proficiency in everything, pick this up. Um, the free expertise is really nice. But yeah, if you're wanting to be a skill junkie, this is the epic boon feat for you. You're gonna get everything. You'll be good at everything. So pick this up if that is your goal in life. Yeah. So this does have some applications. Take this if you want to be decent at pretty much everything that you could be doing. Yeah, good option there. The Boon of Speed. The Boon of Speed grants three benefits. The first is ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by one to a maximum of 30. You gain Escape Artist. As a bonus action, you can take the Disengage action, which also ends the grappled condition on you. This is a very easy way to get out of grappled because you disengage, you end the grapple, and then you can move away. Pretty good. And the last benefit to this is called Quickness. You increase your speed by 30 feet. Yeah, this is going to make you super fast. You're going to be able to escape grapples very consistently. And yeah, you get an ability score increase on top of that. So yeah, really, really good feat. Very good. Good option. Boon of Spell Recall. This has two benefits attached to it. You do need to have the spell casting feature in order to take this epic boon. Um, I wonder if it's supposed to say spell casting or black magic. It probably does, but if it doesn't, keep that in mind. Actually, it probably doesn't because of how Warlock magic spell slots go. So, yeah, Epic Boon feat. You need the spellcasting feature. Take this. You gain ability score increase. Increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by 130. And then the other option is called free casting. Whenever you cast a spell with a level 1 to 4 spell slot, roll a d4. If the number you roll is the same as the slot's level, slot isn't expended. This I believe is the I would say this is the weakest epic boon option. There is some use out of this, and honestly, I would really only take this epic boon feat if you are a half caster or a quarter caster, such as the Eldritch Knight or the Arcane Trickster. Because the fact that you're only rolling a d4 and it only uh, affects levels 1 through 4 spells, you're really going to get the most mileage out of this if you're a half caster or quarter caster. So, yeah, uh, I would only pick it if you're playing Paladin, Ranger, or if you're playing a Eldritch Knight or Arcane Trickster. And yeah, it's an okay option. It's definitely more powerful than any of the other feats that are general feats. Um, at least from the ability score increase perspective. Um, but yeah, this is not my favorite option. But it is an okay one. Boon of the Night Spirit. This is very good. You gain three benefits from this. The first one, ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by one to a maximum of 30. Merge with shadows. While within dim light or darkness, you can give yourself the invisible condition as a bonus action. The condition ends on you immediately after you take an attack, a bonus action, after you take an action, a bonus action, or a reaction. Shadowy form. While within dim light or darkness, you have resistance to all damage except psychic and radiant. So, this is a very interesting niche epic boon. Um, you're probably going to see the most use out of this if you are playing a rogue, if you're playing a Gloomstalker Ranger, or if you're playing a shadow the shadow monk. The warrior of shadow monk. Um, so yeah, some decent benefits here. You're gonna get the most use out of this if you're playing a character who that makes use of dim light and darkness though. So I would reserve it for those specific character options, but pretty decent option there. And the last epic boon that we are going to look at is the Boon of Truesight. You gain two benefits from this: increase one ability score of your choice by one to a maximum of 30, and you gain True Sight with a range of 60 feet. For those who want to know every specific of True Sight, you can see in normal and magical darkness. You can see invisible creatures and objects. You can see through illusions. You can see through transformations, and you also see in the ethereal plane. So, pretty decent option. You're gonna get mileage out of this just because True Sight is the one of the best side options that you get in the game. Yeah, if you just want to, if you want to see through the the veil of deceit, uh, you're gonna want the Boon of True Sight. It's a decent option. It's there for you. Yep, that's all 12 epic boons. Um, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Let me know which epic boon you're most interested in, or which ones you think are best for each class in general. I am interested to see what you guys think about these. But I will catch you all next week when we go over general feats. And I hope you all have a great day. See ya.